Good evening, everybody. So I think we're still waiting for some more people to join, but those who have already joined, welcome. We have another Friday evening mindfulness webinar for you. And today we're going to be focusing on the cultivation of joy and appreciation in our practice, because in the last webinars, if you were with us, we were focusing on dealing with the difficulties, whether emotion or challenging situations that we've been experiencing in the past few weeks. And today we're going to shift our focus a little bit and focus on joy and appreciation. So we have a nice session planned for you today. Before we start, would you like to just say where you're joining us from in the chat, if you would like to say hi? And can you hear me? Another important question that I normally ask straight away. Can everybody hear? And if you'd like to just share where you're calling from, that would be awesome. Lovely Greece. Hi, Maria. Hi, Melissa from London.
Maria, yeah.
Okay. So I think we'll give it another minute. West London, Sunny. Hi, Sunny. We'll give it another minute while people are joining, but maybe Natasha, because Natasha will be starting for us, maybe we would like to kick off, Natasha, and do a bit of an introduction. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
And welcome, everyone.
Hello, everybody. So I hope you're well. And most of us have been in a lockdown for more than a month. So hopefully we're getting used to it now. So what we're going to do today is we're going to... Okay, now I'm on. What we're going to do today is we're going to advance the practice a bit. So the people that have been practicing mindfulness in any setting, basically, maybe you have realized that there are two sides to the mindfulness practices. The first one is connecting with the body, opening up, coming to here and now. And then what's happening normally is the mind is usually turning our thoughts into more positive kind of thoughts and ideas and even nice images without us having to do anything about it. So the mind goes into thinking about good stuff, or because the body is more relaxed and we can just open up and let the mind be open and relaxed, then the mind is actually giving us good thoughts. But what we do with mindfulness practices, we actually help that process just a little bit more. So although the mind is having the tendency to become more appreciative or good memories come up, what we do is we can also cultivate that. It's not just the mind doing it, but we can consciously cultivate that open-mindedness and the positive thinking, if you like. I don't particularly like the word or the phrase positive thinking. It's not that we change the thought. It's not like we have something negative and we turn it into positive. On the contrary, what we do is we come into the body, we relax the body, we open up, and then by allowing the thoughts to come and go without us doing anything about it, we are in the position to actually direct the thoughts into something positive. Yeah. So lots of you probably, the people that meditated before, you know about the love and kindness practice. So what we do is we use the mind to bring positive images of someone we love, like we did in the first time we came together in this seminar where Bernadette was inviting in her meditation a friend, someone we really like. And then just by the idea of someone being next to us that we really like, just brings us positive feelings and positive thoughts. So what we're going to do today, we're going to work with this idea of cultivating positive thoughts and emotions. And the other idea we're actually going to work on is the idea of everything has good and bad sides, a bit like yin and yang, as we say. So although we're going through something that is objectively quite difficult, we have lots of restrictions the way we are. we cannot travel, we cannot do the basic things we used to do. But nevertheless, even in difficult situations, there's always a positive side. There's some things we enjoy, like maybe we like the fact that we don't have to commute crazy hours in the tube, on the train, or driving hours in the traffic. Or maybe we enjoy that it's more quiet. Maybe we enjoy we have more free time. So what we're gonna do today is gonna work in those two ideas. The first one is how we cultivate positive thoughts and emotions. And secondly, how we can see a difficult situation from some positive side as well. So without any further ado, let's see if we have people start joining in now. So we have enough people. Maybe we can start. So I'll ask you to just take the position that is the most comfortable for you. Sitting on a chair, sitting on a cushion, wherever you normally sit. And as I always say, don't have to remember any of the things I said or the theory behind it or any of that, because meditation is just practice. It's an experience. It's not something we understand intellectually. We can try to understand, but the main thing is we experience it. We practice meditation. So what we'll do now, we're gonna close our eyes. I'm gonna ring my bell. We're gonna take the most comfortable position. And we start as always with the breath. And we're meeting the breath, whatever the breath is now. We don't want to change the breath. We're just meeting the breath the way it is now. So we recognize our breath. Is it deep? Is it restricted? Is it relaxed already? So wherever the breath is at the moment, we go and meet it. Meet the breath. This time we're going to start from a different place. So we're going to start at the bottom of our belly and see whether we can meet the breath there. Is the breath there? Can we feel the lower belly moving, going up and down? If not, we don't do anything. We just relax the belly and we observe. Just stay there, just feeling the breath. At the lower part of the belly. And then we're moving on. And we'll go a bit further up with meeting the breath in the stomach area. We make sure the whole abdomen is relaxed, it's open. And we're just becoming familiar with the breath, the movement. We feel any sensations inside the belly. Let the belly relax. We can extend maybe the attention behind the belly, like the lower part of the spine, the middle of the back. We might feel the breath where we are sitting, just next to the sitting bones. So we keep the whole area into our awareness from the waist to the bottom of the spine. We're feeling maybe our hips, if there are any sensations in there. We just let the breath take its own rhythm without having to interfere. We slowly take our attention further up and we meet the breath in the chest area, the heart, the lungs. And we see how the chest feels, if there are any sensations of restriction or might be feeling the breath is not deep or maybe not. We're just there investigating, just around the chest, the lungs, the heart, the throat. We just create a sensation of calmness and softness around the chest, around the heart. And as we did before, we extend the awareness to the back, the upper part of the spine. And we just following the breath. We see how the shoulders are going up and down because of the breath. And we tune into this movement of the breath. We harmonize our mind, our awareness to this movement. We stay here a little bit longer. So we give the breath the time to relax by not trying to relax the breath, by just observing it. Can extend the awareness to both of our arms, the left arm, the right arm. We can meet the breath there. See how the arms are moving slightly because of the breath. We can meet the breath in the throat. We pay attention to the sensations inside the throat. Meeting the breath in the nostrils. We're feeling the air coming in and out. Again, we don't try to change anything. We don't try to breathe deeper or differently. We just slowly and kindly pay attention to how the air is coming in and coming out from the nose. We can maybe hear our breath in the nose. It's a very intimate kind of sound. They are coming in, they are coming out. Only we can hear that, our own breath. And now we are a breathing body. That's what the breathing sensation is the main one for us now. If the mind is busy or there are images in the head, they can be there. But the main function of the body is to breathe. That's what we care about. So we can even see ourselves from outside in, like somebody is watching us just sitting here breathing. So there are other things happening in the body, in the mind, but we only care about this main function, the breathing. So we embody this idea of the breathing body. Can bring images of babies just breathing, and their bellies just are so soft. They go up and down. And that's the main, even it looks like that's the only thing they do. Just breathing. So as the breath is so relaxed now and also quite important in our awareness, we slowly and gradually we bring the attention to where the breath is the most prominent, which is, as we all know, the chest. And we feel all the sensations in the chest now. See how breath that is slower is changing our experience of how the chest feels. And as we did the first time we came together in this group, we bringing the attention inside the chest, just through the heart, through the lungs, the sternum, and we're looking from inside out. And we slowly put the awareness there with kindness, with very soft attitude. And we see the breath from inside and out now. We can watch from inside the chest going up and down. We're changing perspective. And as we sit there inside the chest, this is a time where we make the mind do something. We ask the mind to bring memories of good things that happened the last 3 or 4 weeks. Like the spring, like the birds singing and we can hear them because there's no traffic. The quietness in the streets. the less busyness, the companionship throughout the world that everything goes through the same difficulty, the care that other people might show to us or we show to them. And we sit here and we let the mind bring any positive experience we had these days. When all these difficult times we're going through, we choose, that's a conscious choice, to look at all the positive things that are happening around us. If negative things come in our mind, that's okay as well. We just slowly turn back to the breath and we continue cultivating positive images in our head about what is happening. Or maybe positive news. We heard there was so many negative, but there was some good news on TV. If we can't bring positive stuff, we watch maybe some resistance. If not, we just enjoy the positive images. Anything is fine. Anything goes. We're not really directing the mind. We just let the mind do whatever the mind wants to do. And we stay in silence. Just observing the thoughts. The images, anything. If the mind gets too busy, we always come back to the breath, the chest. Can see whether these images or the ideas in our head change the way we feel around the chest area. And we're just comfortably observing all of that. Just breathing. Can now slowly leave all these images, thoughts, ideas in our head behind. Come back to the breath. Feel the breath throughout the body. See what kind of mood are we in. Do we feel relaxed, tired, overwhelmed, joyful? Whatever is there, it's there. It's fine. We don't try to change how we feel. We just let it come up and observe it. So now towards the end of the practice, again, for a second, we embody this idea of the breathing body. We're just a body that's breathing and nothing else matters. Our ideas, our commenting of reality, our analysis of what's going on doesn't matter. We just want to breathe, and that's all we want to do. And we actually enjoy the breath, something we normally ignore throughout the day. Now the breath is very important. It's the most important thing in the world now. And we don't want to control the breath. We just let the breath come and go. We also we just let the awareness just be free. We don't want to direct the awareness anymore. So we're just sitting and breathing and nothing else. We don't want to focus in one place or the other, or the one body part or the other. We're just sitting here breathing, nothing else. So again, towards the end of the practice, we gather the awareness at the bottom of our belly, the way we started. We feel the breath there, and we scan this part of the body. We go further up. We meet the breath in the chest and the back. Further up, we meet the breath inside the throat. And we end up feeling the breath just outside the nostrils. And this is our concentration point for a second. And from there, we can take a deeper breath if we like. We can let the air go in the exhale. We're slowly bringing the practice to the end. And I'm gonna ring my bell. But we all gonna take our time to maybe change our posture and move whatever part of the body we want to move. And whenever we're ready, we can open our eyes and come back to our chat. Okay. I had a couple of people I realized texting me that they couldn't get in. Hopefully they're in now. But okay. So if we have any questions or any comments about the meditation you want me to look at and answer now? No? There's something there. Georgia. Surprisingly, I found a few positive things to think about. A few. That's a few. That's good. Okay. Good. There's always good things, even the worst situations. Even there are programs for meditation inside prisons, for example. Judy says, I felt very relaxing. It felt relaxing. I just couldn't focus and kept drifting off. That's okay, Judy. That happens to everyone. That's fine. Hara, there's an echo in your voice. Oh, that's probably my microphone. But can the others have, do the others have the same thing with my echo? I like the positive approach. Thanks, Rachel. Sunny, can you talk about thoughts coming into the mind during the practice? Yes, Sunny, the main thing with the thoughts is we don't try to stop them. Yeah. So, I mean, naturally, we think, we believe that in meditation, we shouldn't be thinking. Yeah. But that's not true at all. So what we do with the thoughts is, when we realize we're thinking, we don't follow the thought. When the thought is there, it's fine. We just choose to go back to the breath or whatever is our anchor at the moment. Yeah. So the secret is to leave the thoughts there without trying to stop them or change them. Okay. Hannah, it was very relaxing indeed. Thank you. It was great to focus on positive things. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So as we progress with meditation, we realize not only that we don't stop the thoughts, but also we can actually use the thoughts to cultivate positive emotions and positive feelings. So the thought is not the enemy. We're not trying to kill the thoughts. This couldn't be further from the truth. The thoughts are there. We can ignore them, but we can actually also use them to cultivate positive sensations. Danny says, great, thank you. Thank you as well. Thank you, everybody.
Great.
So maybe I can, oops, there's something else. Rachel, my problem is sometimes I follow, but then I remember I focus again on the breath. Sometimes I follow. What do you mean you follow the thought?
I think so.
Yeah. If that's what you mean, Rachel, that's very, very common. That's a thing. The thought comes up, yeah, the thought. So when the thought is coming in, we tend to follow it. But the moment you realize, anytime would be 5 minutes later, it doesn't matter. When you realize, you just come back to the breath. That's all you do. You just come back. Yeah. So we don't want to change it or replace it with something else. We just choose to use something else as our main awareness point. Yeah. As main focus. Thank you, Shani. That helps. Okay. Excellent. Yeah. So maybe I can pass it on to
Okay.
Bernie and do her
Thank
bit.
you. Thanks very much, Natasha. So today we are also going to look at gratitude. So similar to the cultivation of positive emotions, we can cultivate gratitude. And there's a lot of research actually being done on the benefits of gratitude, from boosting your immune system to building resilience. I've got a few: improved sleep, and also lowering blood pressure. So these are some of the scientifically researched benefits of the practice of gratitude. And what is gratitude? Gratitude is essentially just reflecting on the things that we're grateful for in our lives. So very simple practice, and also allowing ourselves to feel that appreciation, to experience it. So obviously experiencing in the body would be one of the things, experiencing how we're feeling, and even experiencing how it impacts our thoughts as well. So bringing mindful awareness to this experience of appreciation. So we're going to go into a guided meditation now, focusing on cultivating gratitude and appreciation. So if you would like to get into your meditation. Oh, I'm still small, am I? That's interesting. Let's see. I'll see if I can change the layout. Thanks, Hannah. I'll see. Let's see. This, yeah, it can be. Now, is it better now? We had this problem last week, I think, as well.
It's both of us now.
It's better now. Okay, it's better. It's better on for the others. They can see it. And now you're both the same. Perfect. Great. That's what we're looking for. I'm gonna actually maximize myself now. So hopefully you all heard it, even if I was in miniature. Hopefully you all heard what my introduction, and I'll lead you into the meditation now. So I'm just going to grow myself. So great, you heard me. Perfect. So we're going to go into a gratitude meditation now. So I just invite you to sit in your meditation posture. So if you are seated in a chair with your feet flat on the ground, we have our active but relaxed spine. So bringing intention to our posture, but also making sure that we're comfortable. And you can now either lower the gaze to the floor and soften the gaze, or close the eyes altogether. And we'll just take a moment to settle. And just bringing a soft focus to the breath. Noticing the subtle rise and fall of the breath in the body. The chest, the belly. And I invite you now to bring to mind something that you're grateful for in this moment. So it could be sitting in a warm house, the comfort of your chair or your cushion. It could be an appreciation for a full belly if you've eaten your meal just before this session. So just bringing to mind this thing that you're grateful for in this moment, just choosing one. And just notice what this appreciation for this thing feels like. Just bringing your attention to the experience of feeling appreciation. And allowing this appreciation and gratitude to spread throughout your body. Noticing how this feeling of appreciation feels in the body. And now I invite you to think of somebody you don't know very well, but who might have supported your experience in some way today. So it could be a shop owner in the grocery store, could be the postman, could even be the author of a book that you've been reading. So just bring to mind this person And allow yourself to feel how you've benefited from the gift of their work today. Allow yourself to feel appreciation and gratitude. Again, noticing how this feels in the body, how this feels in the mind. Next, we're going to think about the tools that you use to support your work and your life. It could be your mobile phone, your computer, buildings, equipment, your NutriBullet. Think about all the tools that enhance your experience in your daily life. And now I invite you to choose one in particular. And consider all that has gone into making this tool. The parts, the people, the technology, the stores. Now appreciate and feel the gratitude that you have for having access to these tools. Allowing this appreciation to fill the body. Noticing what this appreciation feels like in the body. Perhaps you notice a smile on your lips, a warmth or a lightness in the chest and the heart area. An uplifting feeling. Next, we're going to feel appreciation for the people who we work with or who we live with. Bring these people to mind. Now choose one particular person whose work or effort directly supports your work life or your home life. Somebody who supports you. And allow yourself to feel appreciation for their contribution and their good intentions. You may wish to say in your mind to them, thank you. Allowing yourself to feel appreciation for this person and their contribution. Next, I invite you to bring to mind a person who you really care about. Bring a picture of them into your mind. Allow yourself to feel all that they mean to you. What do you appreciate about them? Could be who they are or the experiences that you've shared together. As you imagine this person, just notice what feelings you're experiencing. What sensations can you detect in the body? Especially those in the chest and the heart area. Now allow yourself to express your gratitude to them, thanking them for being the wonderful person they are and for all that they bring to your life. And you could also imagine them receiving that gratitude. Next, I invite you to bring to mind something that you're grateful for today. And allow yourself to feel the appreciation and gratitude. And allow yourself to rest in the experience of this appreciation and gratitude. And finally, let's offer some appreciation for this opportunity, this hour to pause and to experience the practice of gratitude in itself. Feeling grateful for this practice and for all the thoughts and images that have come to your mind during this meditation. You could also feel appreciation for the countless gifts that you have in your life. Maybe you wish to say to yourself, thank you. Let's now just take a moment to pause, tuning in to how we're feeling in this moment. To sit in stillness. And we'll just end by taking a couple of deep inhales and exhales. Perhaps you want to wiggle your fingers and toes. In a moment, I'll ring the bell, and when the sound stops, we'll open our eyes. Okay, well, I'm going to minimize myself. We have Natasha back now. So while you wake up from the meditation, you're welcome to share any thoughts or any questions. And while you're doing that, I just wanted to let you know that gratitude is something that we can do regularly. So whether it's we take a moment at the end of our daily meditation practice to just express gratitude, what I do is I think of 3 things I'm grateful for. And I always try and mix it up a bit, because when we start this practice and we look for different things every day, we realize how much we can appreciate in our lives. What I often do as well with my husband before we go to sleep, I ask him what he's grateful for this day, and we share what we're grateful for. So Christina's come through and said she found it very emotional. Do you want to say a little bit more, Christina, about that? Was it being overwhelmed with a sense of gratitude for what you have in your life? But meditations can bring up emotions, especially perhaps it's when you're thinking about somebody you really appreciate in your life, for example. So it can definitely, yes, because I was thinking about my parents. Yes, and during this time, probably not being able to see them as well. Ah, yes, yeah. So be kind to yourself, Christina, after this meditation. And Marie shares, my husband has been so ill in intensive care with coronavirus. I've really appreciated this hour once a week meditating. Thank you to you both. Thank you for sharing that, Marie. And yeah, I think it was good to hear last week that he's on the mend now, and thank you for your appreciation and feedback for our sessions. It makes it all worthwhile. Yeah, thank you. So any other questions, or anybody else have anything to share? Thank you. Thank you, Maria. So what I want to share with everybody, on Monday on Facebook, we'll be starting a 21-day challenge in our closed Facebook group. So I'm going to share the link now at the bottom of the comments if I can. Oh,
Yeah, you can join the group and then
I need to plug in my mouse. But yes, so you can join the group. It's free to join. We've got over 2,000 members in the group. So I'm going to share this now, and I'll also share it in the wrap-up email as well. I thank you, Hannah. Hannah loved it and felt so grateful for many things, and Sunny found it very refreshing. So good to hear, a great practice and to keep doing. So here's the closed Facebook group for you guys, and we'll be running probably another 3 of these during while the challenges are still there, the challenging time. So when in your summary email after, you'll receive the link to the next 3 webinars that we'll be doing, so you can sign up to those. Do you have anything to close with, Natasha?
Yeah, I'm just saying it's good to join that group anyway, because we share thoughts, anything interesting we find. We do the challenges. It's not just me and Bernadette. We have other teachers there. So it's just, I think it's a nice forum for people to be in and get inspired with all kind of practices and ideas we have about the practice.
Yeah, definitely.
Appreciate having 2 such insightful teachers. That's really nice, Dennis. Thank you for saying that.
Thank you. Thank
And
you.
I have to say, on behalf of both of us, that we also enjoy doing that a lot. And I think it's very unique that we bring people from different parts of the world and we give them the opportunity to be here with us. And we want to do it as long as this is going on, so we can have something interesting going on Friday. Hey, Annabelle, I know Annabelle. So we used to be colleagues in London.
Oh, nice.
Yes, so it's excellent that I see people. It doesn't matter if I know them or not. I'm happy with everyone who is there, of course. Excellent. Well,
Great.
for our
Thanks,
Greek
everyone.
friends, it's Easter this Sunday, so enjoy your Easter. For the rest of the people, probably you had your Easter already, but still okay. Enjoy spring anyway. Spring is everywhere, almost in the northern hemisphere, so that's super important. What I said I want to close with this. What I said in the beginning of my meditation about the birds, it's so true, because where I live, there are lots of trees around, and I've never used to hear birds, never. Now, because of the lack of traffic, the birds are so loud. It's beautiful to hear the birds because they're everywhere. But their voices were covered by the cars. So Hannah, Judith says, thank you. Thank you so much, both. I love these sessions. We're going to have more of those.
Yeah, we are. And I'm so grateful for our community and allowing us to share our practice with you and sharing the journey with us, because this is a lifelong journey. It's a practice, and we will be practicing for our whole lives and benefiting from the practice as well. So thank you.
We have a couple of minutes. I can also say, we don't have to decide now, but if people have ideas that we want to carry on, like in some other time, or maybe once a month, or after all this is over, we will be happy to do it.
Yes.
And then, think about it, because if this community is coming together every week now, maybe we still have the intention to do it in different times, or maybe less frequent.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm just putting it out there and see, maybe we have some ideas where we can do it.
Yes.
On a regular basis after this is over.
Definitely. It looks like Dennis
yes, for sure. I would love that. It's lovely to meditate in international group. Excellent. Yeah, that's what we think as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Lourdes, is this Lourdes from London? From the London meetup?
Hi, Lourdes. Yeah,
I think it is.
course.
I think I saw her name, but yeah. So thank you, everybody. We'll send our summary email, which will have the links for next week. Bring this gratitude and these positive emotions with you, and we really look forward. Hi, Patrick.
Patrick.
Hi. So thank you, everybody. Thanks for the session. You'll get the replay, and you will also get the link for next week in the summary email that will come in an hour or two. So take care, everybody, and hopefully see you next week.
Have a good weekend.
Yeah. stay safe.
Okay. See you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.